Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, with a little and a really big Star Wars item to unbox, or Star Wars items to unbox. So, judging by the names on these packing slips, I am pretty sure that these are more claim sales. I'm doing a lot of claim sales. In fact, that's kind of where my collecting has kind of shifted to for the time being. Yes, I'm still looking for VC figures. I'm still ordering them from Hasbro or Entertainment Earth, sometimes the exclusives on Amazon and other places. But for the most part, because I'm not collecting Black Series, the amount of vintage and retro line figures, VC and retro, has diminished. And there just isn't as much out there as there used to be. And I'm not necessarily complaining one way or the other about it, because I've been so wrapped up in collecting vintage items from the 70s and 80s. And I've been doing that again for multiple reasons. One, to fill gaps in the collection. Two, to maybe consider flipping and reselling. And three, to customize, to use for customization or display. I love having some extra figures in the mix so I can use to put on display. So I'm looking forward to being able to share that out. I do a sale, I do a yard sale, Star Wars themed sale every year. It's been a major success, gotten more and more successful every year. So I've almost steered the channel completely towards doing that. Now that doesn't usually happen until the end of the school year, because I'm a teacher, so June, end of June, last weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But there is an upcoming event in November, and at the time I release this video, it might be right upon us, and that is a toy show in Allentown, PA, that a friend of mine is organizing and running, and he's actually giving me a table for free, or giving me a space for free. So I'm gonna bring a bunch of items there, probably some vintage stuff, probably some new, or not new, modern Star Wars, with different price ranges, just to see how it goes. I did a flea market a couple of weeks ago, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was. I made back the money I paid to do it, and then probably another $100. So, that was a win. So so I'll definitely consider doing that again in the future. But for now, I want to try a toy show just to see what it's like if I have that toy interested person. And not only is it a toy show, but it's a toy show kind of geared towards Star Wars, geared towards I think it's Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. So it's going to be a little bit more niche with people more close to us, close to the interest that I have here. So we got two items here. Like I said, a small one and a big one. So what's our small one? Ooh, our small one. Make sure I'm not missing anything, and I am not. I think I know what this is. Yeah. So these are what they are called. They're called, I don't even know what they're called, actually. They're essentially, okay, so we have a radar dish and a kind of a prisoner thing from the Imperial Troop Transport. I have a couple of these in my, cell collection, and these are the things that are missing on them. So I wanted to try to pick up a few and kind of fill it in. It's not the most expensive and most valuable piece out there. It really isn't, but it is nice to be able to sell a complete item. And now this, I don't know if this is anything else. I just want to make sure, or if this is just a, oh yeah. Oh, I know exactly what this is. This is, I'll tell you in a minute. It is a cape. It's a cape for a Lando. I just happen to have a Lando, so I'm going to put this Lando in a cape. And not reproduction, and it's a pretty decent cape. So I wanted to get it in there and put them out there. Hello, what have we here? So there you go. Now I'm going to keep this guy out because I am going to look to. This is my my play box. This is my box of figures that I kind of keep for myself to possibly put on display or things like that. But most of them are beaters, but they're actually Lando's in pretty good shape. He's got a slightly loose limb, but he's and a little bit of paint wear, but he's pretty decent. So that is cool. All right, so that was a nice, small, inexpensive claim sale for 3 items. But now we got to talk about this one, and this is another claim sale. It's either a claim sale or an eBay auction. but I think it's a claim. So I haven't done. I'm kind of exclusively working with Star Wars Daddy now. If you watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about. Star Wars Daddy is, and I like to mention him on every channel, even though I'm not currently unboxing any of his items. He is a great YouTuber and / eBay store owner that sells Star Wars vintage, exclusive Star Wars vintage, pretty much. He runs auctions every Sunday. They are heated. They are fun. But he has a whole channel, a YouTube channel, where he goes over what he sells each week, what he how much he pays for stuff, what he makes for it. It's kind of a cool thing. And if you're ever interested, like I do have an interest in, I have done some selling. I like to sell off parts of my collection, basically to fund the collection, so that I've been. That's the nice thing about having so much items in your collection over the past 40 plus years, is that you can actually use it to fund the collection. Like, you don't have to constantly be just spending money out of pocket. Having said that, I do spend money out of pocket too. So Star Wars Daddy does a really good job with finding lot items, and I'm trying to do that too without competing too much with him, because I really want, for me it's just for fun, and for him I think it's partially a business too, so I don't want to mess with his business, but I do enjoy but I also enjoy buying from him anyway. So this is not him. This is another claim sale, and I have to be careful. Sometimes when you buy stuff, sometimes the stuff you're buying, especially if you're buying accessories, they're very, very tiny. They're not big. So you gotta be really careful with it. So I'm just getting all the, yes, here we go. Okay, we have, I'm actually excited not only about this item, but about the bag that it came in, because I need bigger bags like this. We got a Vader 12-inch figure. Vader 12-inch, decent. Head spins a little bit. Guy said it would be good for display. But I gotta say, with the cape, yeah, he's got a little bit of loose limbs, I will say that. But generally speaking, I think he's a good figure. So, now, will he stand? I do believe he will stand on his own. Let's have him. He stands. He is a little loose-limbed, I will say that. But they warned me. There's no weirdness here. The seller warned me about that. But I really love the 12-inch figures. I have all of them, but I always, when I can find one for really less, if they're offering a really, really good price, one where I think I can probably flip it at my next yard sale or another sale for even $5 or $10 more, I will often get that, because I do, and it's really just to attract people who are interested in finding vintage items. So there's Vader 12-inch, really good, but I'm keeping the bag because this is a nice big bag which I can use for storing stuff. Okay, and lastly but not leastly, again, connecting with my weird collecting, we have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi curtains. It's one curtain. I will be very honest, I will not be using this as a curtain. What I will be using this for is a tablecloth. I will be using this as a tablecloth. I love all the art on the sheets and curtains and towels and stuff like that, and he had a good price on it, so good shape too. So I'm actually going to keep that in that Ziploc to keep it okay. But yeah, I love the amount of stuff that they put out for Return of the Jedi when it came to product. It was just insane, and there was no way you could collect it all. So not that I'm not going to try to collect a lot of it, but there you go. So that, I believe, is everything. So to make sure, yeah, that is the whole kit and caboodle. So not too much today. We got we got some Lando cape. We got some Imperial troop transport pieces. We got a set of curtains, and we got a Vader figure. But overall, I'm pleased. And I will say, I'm always ahead of my videos. Like, I put these videos out. I record them, like, now we're up to almost a month and a half before they're going to get released. So at the time you see this, we're going to be entering the holiday season. And I am, like I said, I do think it'll drop before or very close to around the toy show that I'm doing. So check out check out all your local toy shows. I mean, this video goes all over the place, so you might not be anywhere near that, but I'm sure there's going to be toy shows in your area and sometimes vintage toy shows. You'd be surprised what you can find. I will say, price-wise, I'm having much better luck with things like eBay and claim sales, simply because I think, especially when people are selling lots, because they just want to get rid of some stuff. They don't want to throw it away. They know that there's probably some stuff going on. But anyway, you know, they know that somebody will want this stuff, and they do. And you know, like I said, I got a few pieces here to kind of complete some vehicles that I can put out for sale, and now put a little more of a higher price tag because they are complete or closer to complete. So that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. Check me out on Instagram and Bluesky. Make sure you leave comments. You know, thanks to the guys always giving me the live long and prosper. You live long, peace and long life to you, my buddy. And until next time, folks, may the force and the toys be with you.